Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouted, stepping in the building. I got my Texas partner in this thing. Cory Mo, what's good with it, my dog?
Already, with your no good, man. We in here posted up like a thumbtack. Know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I'm feeling good, feeling great, Cory, man. But, I mean, can we just go straight to them country rap tunes, man? You done dropped one that I like to call my official theme song right now.
Okay, then.
Off of that Boom It verse, man. I mean, I'm going to let you take it from there.
Yeah, man. That was definitely a special song in the South on Big Boi's new album, Boom It Verse, featuring Gucci Mane and Pimp C. The song came about, man, believe it or not, but it was like maybe 2014 or 13. One of Gucci Mane's engineers gave me a verse. Gucci was locked up, so he wanted me to put a beat around Gucci's verse. So I made the beat and played it over the phone for Gucci.
Yeah.
He loved it, and it was supposed to be on the Pimp C album. But it never made the album because we didn't have time to get the song finished and mixed and mastered and all of that. So it didn't make the Pimp C album.
Yeah.
So after it didn't make the album, I took the drums off. I kept the organs and all the live instrumentation, the keys, and I called TM88. I said, boy, I need you to put them things. I need them things on top of here, you know? So he put the 808s on there, man, and I ended up letting Big Boi hear it one night. Big Boi called me. I blew him up for like a year straight, talking about, man, I got some beats to play. I got some beats for you. I got some beats. Then he hit me like, come on through. Come on to Stank On You. I want to hear some of them beats you got. Pulled up at the Stank, and that's the first one I played. And that boy said, don't you dare play that for nobody else. And that was, you know what I mean? That was in 2014, 15. So we've been sitting on that song for a couple years.
Wait a minute, hold up. So you mean to tell me y'all done had that hit? But see, you know, that's when you know you got a real hit on your hand. When you can sit on that thing for 2 and 3 years and it still sounds just as fresh as it needs to sound when it comes out.
Absolutely.
Because Big, he blacked out on that song.
Yeah, he did. He killed it.
Gucci went crazy on that song. You got the Pimp raising Kane on the hook. When I heard it, I mean, it gave me that feeling, Cory. I was like, okay, it was just refreshing for me.
Country rap tunes.
Come on, man. As a country boy, being able to hear that kind of music again, because I really hadn't heard it's country rap tunes and it's also kind of soul music at the same time, man, because it touches your soul when you hear it.
Exactly,
So when I heard it, I knew it was going all the way down. But I mean, for you, Cory, I need you to take me to day one, man.
Okay.
A young gunner in Texas, Houston, trying to figure out what he gonna do for it, man. I mean, how did you get into the game?
Well, it was a while back, man. It's many moons ago. It was a young whippersnapper by the name of Simo. It was about 99, man. I had bought my first piece of equipment. I bought the MPC 2000, and I bought a little controller and a computer, and I put it in my garage because originally I used to cut hair.
Yeah.
So I used to cut everybody's hair in the neighborhood. And my little barber shop inside of my mama garage turned into a recording studio. So everybody would come through. I'm cutting hair. They, you know what I mean? I'm talking woo, woo, woo. And I'm steady buying equipment. I ain't had nowhere to put it, so I'm putting it around me while I'm cutting hair. So finally, I started making the beats. Pimp was messing with me. My brother, best friends with Pimp since the early 90s.
Yeah.
My brother ended up buying Pimp C Cadillac. They became best friends.
Yeah.
So by default, Pimp took me under his wing. And my brother just made it, man, you got to mess with my brother, Cory Mo. Come on, man, you got to hear this stuff. He dope. He woo, woo, woo. Yeah. So shout out to my brother Mike Mo for planting that seed.
Yeah.
And then Pimp kind of took me under his wing, man. And shit, by 99, 2000, he ended up recording the whole Sweet James Jones album, the solo album. Me and my brother recorded and mixed that whole record.
I mean,
so from that point on, it was off the chain.
See, we gonna get into Pimp, but see, I gotta get into some of your other production though, man. Cause see, I wanna wear that Devin the Dude anything either, man.
Okay, so now, fast forward a couple of years, 2004, I produced that beat for Devin.
Yeah.
Devin came to me. He was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to finish up my album. Woo, woo, woo. What you got, C-Mo? And I kind of hit it back at him. I say, what song do you want to remake that you've always loved?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, man, that old Rick James. Woo woo. So me and Devin stopped right there and drove to the Sound Waves, this record shop up the street.
Yeah.
And we bought Rick James' greatest hits.
Yeah.
I came back, sampled that thing, chopped it up, and that's still one of Devin's biggest songs.
Come on, man. I mean, what was it like for you early in the game, though, just being the hype man, running around with Big Mike, though?
Man, how you know about that, man?
Because you ain't going to come in here when you going to talk now, Cory. Let's go for it.
Okay, so let's back up to 97, 96. Me and my boy Trizay had a group.
Yeah.
He was Big Mike's homeboy. I don't know if y'all remember. After Something Serious, Big Mike dropped Still Serious.
Mm-hmm.
On that album featured Trey on almost every song. Me and Trey was in a group together. So by default, again, I'm running around with Big Mike.
Yeah.
He took me on the whole tour, the whole damn country, man. We came out here to Atlanta in 97 and opened up for Too Short at the Freaknik.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Got interviewed by Chris Lover and Poon Daddy.
That's crazy.
Man, I'm old.
What was it like, though, for you at that time, man? I mean, coming out of Texas with it, traveling and being able to jam and do your thing as a youngster, did you feel like you was going to wind up being involved in so many different artists' careers and stuff and really just make a name for yourself in the game at the same time?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was definitely a struggle at first to get people to pay attention, but after they saw the Pimp messing with me and Devin, then after the Devin record was when the floodgates opened up because everybody wanted to beat. So Ghetto Boys, Slim, Chameleon, Paul Wall, whoever, David Banner, it just turned into everybody wanted a beat. Everybody wanted to come through. So it's like whoever wanted to do a record with UGK, they had to come see me and my brother at Mad Studios because that's UGK home studio.
Yeah.
So not only the people in the city would come by and record every single day, but if Too Short flew in town, he coming to us. If Talib Kweli fly to town, he coming to us. Regardless. So it just turned into a big melting pot over there, man. And shit, we had a real nice run.
Exactly. I mean, what was that like, though, man? Because, I mean, when you say folks like Paul Wall, Chameleon, and all them boys, they were getting busy at that time in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And what was the rap scene and game like over there in Texas? Because see,
05,
one thing that I noticed,
serious.
It seemed like in Texas, everything was self-contained. Y'all ain't even really have to leave Texas to sell the records back then.
Man, because, see, people don't realize that Texas is the size of 8 states. You can fit 8 states inside of Texas.
That's ridiculous.
So we ain't got to go nowhere. We can hit El Paso. We can hit San Antonio. We can hit Austin. We can hit Dallas. I mean, it's crazy. So boys is out there getting to the bag, man, right there in Texas.
Yeah.
Go over there to Louisiana, get another bag, come on to the Hive.
Come on now. Now back to the Pimp, man. Working with UGK early, man, and just being able to see their work ethic and them coming up with all of them hits. What was it like being in the studio with them boys when they were just in there going crazy?
Magic. All magic, bro. It was, well, it's like, believe it or not, but I didn't get in the studio with Pimp and Bun together recording until later on. Because normally Pimp would come through and do the beats and the hook. Then Bun will come by at like 10 in the morning with the newspaper and house shoes. He come through and lay his verses. Pimp come through at 12 midnight and work to 6 in the morning. So it was very different personalities. You know what I mean? Like Pimp work at night, Bun working the daytime. So me and my brother, my brother would be recording Pimp, I'd be recording Bun, vice versa. Whoever was up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He had the B room, I had the A room.
Yeah.
Whoever was there, it's time to work. You know what I mean? So
what was going through your mind, though, man? What songs do you remember them going in that booth and blacking out on? Because, see, them boys, they didn't just go in them studios and record. They went in there and blacked out. Bun got some verses that he flat out blacked out on.
Man, I had recorded, when I was recording Quit Hating the South, I knew that was going to be something serious. I had recorded, what other song? That Hairy Asshole. That, I had produced that one. And I mean, just certain songs that they would do, I just knew it. Like The Game Belonged to Me.
Ooh.
All that shit, Knocking Those Down. I mean, it was just so many classic records that they do, and then they don't think about it. Bun will just sit there literally for 10 minutes, boop, 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 his verse done. He go in the booth, lay the verse, and leave. Pimp, you know what I mean? It's like they never thought about it. They just did it.
What was it like when did you realize that you was witnessing greatness at that time, or
was
y'all just in that thing doing what you did? Yeah.
I knew.
How did you know, though?
Because that was them boys. That was them boys, man. I mean, ever since Tell Me Something Good came out, I was a UGK fan. So when I finally got to work with Pimp, I didn't take none of that shit for granted, bro. I used to be learning every second.
What are some of the things that you picked up along the way that you applied to your game now?
Well, Pimp used to always tell me my drums was monkey. Yeah, man, them drums too thin, C-Mo. You need to step it up. Yeah, man, you need to do this. Yeah, nah, man, you got to do it like this. You need to, So, like it took it. I met Pimp in like 94, 95 around Super Tight when that came out. But I didn't do a song with Pimp until 99. So I presented so many records to him that he turned down.
Yeah.
So he was really molding me.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, that ain't it. Nah, hell nah. Nah, that ain't the one. And then finally, boy, he was like, man, that motherfucker jam. You know what I mean? So I was like, what? So, it just, he knew what he was doing, man. He cared about the craft. He cared about the art. He was passionate. And he do more than rap.
Yeah.
He write, he sing, mixing, mastering, put the songs together, the whole shit.
Now, see, I know you also.
Oh, I can cuss on here now.
Say what you feel.
Okay. All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Shut.
Now, I know you also was on tour with Bun for a while, too, man. Hype Man, and
Yep.
while that man was doing his thing.
I did Hype Man with Bun.
Talk to me about that experience.
So, that was like 08, 09. I don't even remember when it was, but Bun went on tour. Mm-hmm. After Pimp passed, Bun put out his solo albums. And I went on tour with him, bro. On the bus, we went everywhere.
Yeah.
After that, we hit the Canada tour. I did the Canada tour with him twice from what is it? From Toronto all the way to damn I don't know, I forgot what city it was, but all of Canada twice. Yeah. And then we ended up going to Europe. So we did Finland, Norway, Spain, Denmark, Czech Republic. Man, we went everywhere.
So you mean to tell me y'all took them country rap tunes all over the world?
Yes,
what
sir.
was going through your mind when you saw how the people all over the world were receiving them tunes?
I couldn't believe it. Bro, in Denmark, I went to Denmark, and backstage, we all in the waiting area getting ready to go on stage.
Yeah.
On the walls, I love Zero. I love Devin the Dude. People listening to Houston music in Denmark. We couldn't believe it. Me and Bun was like, do that shit say Zero? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it was crazy, bro. So they definitely listen. They definitely love the culture.
I mean, speaking of Zero, that Eyes on Paper, man. Break that down to me. How did that junk come about?
Boy, you done did your research.
We came to work today.
Eyes on Paper. I don't even remember how that came about. I think I did it for Face.
Yeah.
And Zero heard it and just took that hoe. Nah, this mine. Ended up rapping on it and got Paul Wall and just turned into another classic. I think I did it for Face at first, yep.
Yeah. Now, I mean, talk to me just about the Texas vibe, though, man. I mean, what was really going on down there in Texas? Because, see, from Atlanta, we could see what was happening. We only got the music, but you could just tell that it was a strong movement going on, but you just could never really get beneath the surface of it all. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You just saw a bunch of folks jamming. Yep. So what was really going on with the culture at the time?
Man, Texas is just slowed down. Boys is on that lean. Boys got the slab culture. We swinging wide. We coming down. And we do music for us. Yeah. It's like we don't think about New York and think about Atlanta and think about the way. We don't. See, a lot of people go into the studio, hey, man, I got to write a hit record. It got to be worldwide. It got to be for this city. I got to do it for. Man, we used to go in there and rap to ourselves. talk about that lean and swinging wide all day.
Mm-hmm.
So Houston just had their own thing. We didn't care. We did it for us.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I mean, being in Houston, man, what was that city like? And then, just recently with the hurricane, man, I mean, how's your people doing down there?
Everybody good. That was crazy. I had a couple of cousins that got flooded out, but everybody made it out cool.
Yeah.
I sent some clothes out there, did some donation stuff with Bun and his foundation that he did.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely supporting. Shout out to Trey and Mr. Rogers and everybody that's really, really helping out. Shout out to Scotty ATL.
Yeah.
He in Houston right now helping Trey.
That's my brother right there. And speaking of Scotty, him and my other big homie, DJ Scream, Gripping Grain. I mean, that was another cold one right there too, Cory. Talk to me about that banger, man.
Damn. Scream was like, yo, I need a song. I need something classic. It gotta be classic. It gotta be country rap tunes. It gotta be, I don't want to trap out on this one.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So, I had to cut on the organ.
Yeah.
Go to work. So he put 8-ball on it. Crit. History, man. Just another notch under the belt.
Exactly. Now, I mean, when you moved to the A, what was that transition like for you coming out of Houston and finding yourself in the ATL?
It was actually pretty cool because I knew a lot of people here already. I was already cool with Killer Mike, cool with Gip, cool with Sleepy, Greg Street. You know what I mean? Like I knew a few key people to show me around.
Yeah.
So what I did was I ended up hooking up with Greg. He did like an open mic at Club Crucial on Mondays. So he let me do the studio time giveaway. I gave away 2 hours of free studio time every week for like 2 years straight. So can you imagine how many clients I got just off that hustle alone?
Yeah.
So I just turned up immediately as soon as I got here.
And you was in the heart of it too, because that's Bankhead you talking about right there, boy.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, it was serious business, man. So yeah.
As an engineer and producer, man, sonically, when you getting into the music, what are the things that you look for? Because see, I seen you on Instagram the other day getting down on that organ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it a country rap tune unless it has the organ in there?
Yeah, it gotta have.
Talk to me.
It can still be a country rap tune. What it has to have is either some organs, a funky bass line, or some wah-wah guitars. If it don't got one of them in there, that is not no country rap tune.
Yeah.
It's just not. You know what I mean? It has to be organic. It has to have live instrumentation. It got to be classic. It got to be something that's jamming 10 years from now. You know what I mean?
How do you feel, though, when you look up and that time passes and you look at all of that music that you did and that you was a part of, man, and you seeing that it's still relevant to this day, though, Cory?
Dope.
You feel me?
Very dope. Yeah,
because everybody can't say that either. It's a lot of folks that done did some music and they looking up right now saying, does anybody remember I did that song? You see what I'm saying? Looking crazy. So how do you feel knowing that you was a part of greatness and engineering greatness and producing greatness at the same time?
I'm just blessed to be a part of it, bro. I put in so much work in the early stages because I wasn't making no money. I was just recording people, just getting the experience. You know what I mean? So all of them years of me doing all of the free bono, just recording people, doing free beats, free work, doing it, you know what I mean? It just paid off all by itself. So
now, back to the Pimp, man. What was it like when the Pimp went to jail? Because, see, even in the A, I was a big fan of UGK. You know, one of my favorite UGK songs of all time was Murder. And I used to ride to high school back in the day. This might have been 3 or 4 years after the song came out. But I had some woofers in that trunk. And I used to come up there and get some 6x9s on the back, but I'm talking about them 15s in the trunk, sir.
For sure.
And nigga, I used to hit that hill
at Pioneer amp.
Come on, man, that amp. And I was bumping that Murder every morning when I went to school.
Yeah.
And we would always be looking out for that next UGK project, man. And when the Pimp got locked up, it pissed us off too because we needed that up here.
Boy.
So what was that like for you being a Texas boy and being at the heart of it during that time?
Man, when Pimp went to jail, doggone, what's the song with Jay-Z? Big Pimpin'. Big Pimpin' was number 1 on 106 in Park. Whew. It was number 1 everywhere. Everywhere. It was number 1. That boy went to jail, man. We could not believe it. We was just distraught. We couldn't believe it, bro. And then the fact that he stayed gone for 4-5 years, it was like, damn. And then to turn around, and when he got out, he was only out for a year, and then he passed. So it was the same feeling that we got when he went to jail back in 2000. It was the same feeling. So it that shit just cold blooded.
Was y'all able to communicate with him during that time that he was locked down, and what was going through his mind?
We went to see him, man. I used to write to him. He write me back. Me and my brother. We always kept him in high spirits. He already knew he was coming home to a bag.
Yeah.
So he was just ready, you know what I mean, giving us game, telling us what to do, what not to do. You know what I mean? He was still being a big brother figure while being in there. So shit, man, it was all good.
How did y'all keep the bond going though, man? Because see, during that time now, that man went crazy.
Yeah.
He was snapping so hard.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That man got on every song.
Everybody.
Like his life depended on it. And I mean, it was just like, here he come with another one. What was going through your mind when you saw him start to get legs up under himself and turn into the Bun?
Man, it was good to actually see Bun take over because he wasn't used to doing nothing by himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
Because Pimp would always be the one making the beats, doing the hook, really having the direction of UGK. Mm-hmm. So when Pimp was locked up, Bun, he coming to me, hey man, shit, it looked like we're gonna have to sit here and do it without the Pimp. Yeah. So Bun's sitting there at the computer trying to put songs in order and trying to, you know what I mean? So it was a different experience, but it was good to see Bun grow in that aspect of doing solo projects. So I think it was actually pretty dope to see Bun, you know what I mean, take the initiative and just really put out projects because he never did it without Pimp. Mm-hmm. So it was hard at first, but it started to become easy because, we could still communicate with Pimp and all of that. So, it was all good.
Now, during that time that the Pimp was locked up, though, Texas went on a real trio run, man.
Oh, yeah, the dog.
And I mean, everybody was coming out of there hitting hard, and I mean hitting hard as hell.
It started with Flip.
Yeah, exactly. Flip came with that game over, and the game was over.
And then Slim.
Oh,
he
man.
backdoored him with the Star Trek.
Mike
Jones. Backdoored him and killed everybody with the ringtones. Chameleon now. Then he man, it was just,
What was that like, man? What was the energy in the city like when y'all saw them boys stand up and go nationwide with it, though?
Beautiful, man. It was like a goddamn time.
Yeah.
It was beautiful because people ain't really have no eye on Houston since Ghetto Boys. And people, Beyonce so big, they forget she from Houston.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was real dope to see that happen, man. And, everybody coming through the studio. They all had to come see me.
Yeah.
Some kind of way. So it was, it was dope.
What were some of your favorite sessions that you can recall, though, Cory?
Favorite sessions? I don't know. You know what? I was talking about this tonight with B. Cox one time with Lil Kiki and Big Hawk and Big Pokey. They all was there, and something happened to where Pokey went outside and he was writing his verse in the car. Big Hawk did something. Kiki went outside and got chased by a possum, bro. Down the street, man. It was the funniest thing, dog. I even got video footage of some of it, dog.
Are you serious?
Man, this boy Lil Kiki. Shout out to Lil Kiki. Kiki the Don. That's my boy. But boy, that damn possum chased that boy down the street, man. It was the funniest thing I ever seen.
Whew.
Classic.
Now, when you think about lyricists out of Texas, man, what are the ones that touch your heart the deepest, man? And see, don't get it messed up because you bust some flows too, Cory.
Oh, man, I used to bust flows.
But now you was in there doing your thing too. So, I mean, talk to me about that time when you said, you know what? It's time for Cory Mo to give him some more.
Well, I was doing my thing. I put out a couple of albums here and there. I did a full project under Talib Kweli's label, and man, it was action packed, man, full of features, super tight. But it's like I like producing way more than I like rapping. I like the fact that when you get on stage and you perform, and I love that feeling of performing, true enough. But I love the feeling of having my house shoes on at the studio and just creating. And not having to go market and promote and get flyers and posters and put out records and talk to people. And I would rather chill at the studio, make my beats, and make hits for other people. That's right. You know what I mean? So, I kind of grew into that. But, I still ghostwrite, you know what I mean? So if y'all out there, y'all need some beats or something, y'all need some songs, man, studiosatl.com, holla at your boy.
Already.
Yeah, dude.
Now, Cory, I need you to take me to the celebration, though. When the Pimp came home, UGK was reunited.
Man.
Bun was hotter than he's ever been, okay? Pimp C was freed. Texas was celebrating. The whole South, the whole industry was really celebrating. Talk to me about that vibe right there.
Off the chain. It was beautiful. The first song he did was Knocking Those Down and put everybody in check. You know what I'm saying? Power Wild in that Cooper still ain't talking. You know what I mean? He put everybody in check, man, and just, he just embraced the city, and the city embraced him back. And it was like, you know what I mean? Shit, it was dope. It was like a parade every day. Everywhere he went, it was a parade following this dude, man. It was crazy.
I mean, how did folks react when he came out there with that Knocking Doors Down?
Man, people were just glad to see Pimp, dog. It ain't even matter what he said out of his mouth. They were just glad the Pimp was free and back making music, man. And I do remember when he got out, it was a concert in Houston. It was the first show, UGK on stage, first time in I don't know how many years. And boy, a doggone fight broke out right before they got on stage. And they shut the club down.
Are you serious?
They ain't even get to perform.
I know folks went crazy.
Boy, it was crazy. That's how crazy it was. Like it was more people outside than it was inside, and it was so packed inside. The fire more like it was too stupid, man. Fights breaking out. Pimp got on stage. Hey man, why y'all? What's up, man? What? You know what I mean? Like the whole show just got canceled, man. But yeah, that was definitely a memory.
What was the difference between recording Pimp before he went in and when he got out?
That's a good one. When he got out, he was way more focused. He was way more focused. Well, he couldn't smoke no more, so it was definitely very different. Yeah. Because normally we blazing up right off the rip. So he couldn't smoke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff he couldn't do, but he was focused and he was clear headed. And he was just worried about getting that album done. He did that full double CD. Yeah. Like, that boy was just doing song after song after song after song. Like, you couldn't stop him. And he was just so focused and ready, man. Mind was sharp, just ready to go.
Now, when you told me earlier that he was only out a year before he passed, that's, slick reminiscent of Tupac, too, when he got out. Because he really wasn't out that long before he passed also. And it's like that little time between coming out and passing, folks be getting so busy in that time. That's what the legend is really made in that little time right there too. So talk to me about when Pimp passed and how did that affect you as personally and the city?
Well, I was in a like a deep depression, man. I didn't answer my phone for a couple months. Except for my mama and my brother. I ain't pick up the phone for nobody. You know what I mean? I probably talked to Bun a couple times, but I didn't even talk to nobody, man. And I was more focused on trying to figure out what the next move was going to be because all my eggs was in that basket. And he was working on my album. He was getting a label deal through Universal. He was out in L.A. working on getting a UGK Records label deal. And he was going to put my record out. You know what I mean? So he was in L.A. having meetings, playing my shit to people and his stuff and all the other UGK artists that was on the label, he's out there finna come home with a big bag.
Oh,
you feel me? So it was crazy because the last time I talked to him, I was on the phone. I was in Houston driving on the freeway, and he called me. He was like, "Hey man, what's up, man? We out here in LA, man. You and your brother coming out next week, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, we gonna be out there in a couple more days. It's going down." And he say, "Man, one of them beats you gave me, man. Listen, fool." And he just started freestyling.
Ooh.
He started freestyling over a beat that I gave him.
Yeah.
Like he was just going off, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, that's jamming, fool. We gonna be out there in a couple days. Woo, woo, woo." He was like, "All right, man, my line people, let me hit you back." Boom. Last time I talked to him.
Are you serious?
I think it was the next morning or the day after we got the news. And bro, it was not the move.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. I asked my brother 50 times, was that shit real?
Damn.
You know what I mean? And then, shit just took its course, man. My brother took the first flight out. I had to stay in Houston to hold down the fort. And shit, had to bring that boy home.
Yeah. What kind of hole did that leave in the city, though, man, when he passed?
Man, that hole's still there. That hole's still there, bro. It's still there. You know what I mean? So it kind of took a piece of everybody because everybody from Houston grew up on Pimp C. Yeah. Grew up on UGK and Ghetto Boys. I don't give a damn who you is, what you did. You grew up on UGK and Ghetto Boys, partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody felt some type of way. I'm talking about people out just big old crocodile tears, man. Everybody just, it was bad. You know what I mean? It's almost like one of the biggest stars in Atlanta passing away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one of the big ones. Like think of a big, huge legend out here in Atlanta. I don't even want to say no names.
I ain't even want to say no names either. But I thought about it and it wore me out already.
The biggest
legend.
Legend.
Shout it low.
Yeah.
That woke niggas out.
Same feeling.
That woke folk out when Low passed because Low was real. You know, you don't get many that are just real and genuine. Because you got a lot of folks that say things, but, you know, in Atlanta, it's a small, big city. So if you really from the city, we know you.
Yeah.
We know you well. We know where you really come from. We know what you really been doing. And we know somebody that know you personally because we got big families. I'm from the west side. Yep. I lived on Bankhead, Cascade, MLK, and Campbellton Road. So you ain't gonna really be able to get around knowing me or knowing somebody in my family or me knowing somebody. It ain't gonna be no more than 2 degrees of separation from you to me if you trying to get in contact with me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And we know what was going on and what's real. So when you see folks like that really come from it, that's one of the things too, even what I do in here, you want to keep that culture going. You want to see folks come out the mud like that, man, because that gives everybody else the hope.
Right.
So it's like when the Pimp passed in that kind of a situation, the hope dies right along with him too, because he gives hope to those people that come from that to be able to go out there and obtain what he did. How did you recover though, Cory?
Shit, I came to the A. Came to the A, and you know what I mean. I just rebranded myself. I had to literally start over because nobody knew me except the OGs. But it didn't matter about them. I'm trying to get the youngsters in my studio, and I'm trying to produce beats for everybody in Atlanta. So I literally had to start over from branding. Everybody in Texas know me, you know what I mean, off the rip. But in Atlanta, ain't nobody know who the hell I was. So I'm pressing up flyers. I had to start over. So I'm hand-to-hand combat, busting flyers on board, hitting the cars, doing this. I'm doing interviews, meeting with these people, saying, you know what I mean, going to all of the festivals, events, all of the open mics. I mean, I had to start over. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. Shit, it builds character. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice squad now, and we have no intentions on stopping.
Exactly.
I'm finna murk boys.
Talk to me about Mad Studios, man, and what that stands for. Yeah.
Man, they don't want to know what that stands for. Money at the door.
Hey, come on now.
My brother came up with that one years ago.
That's
Mad
slick, though.
Studios, Money at the Door. We do music production, mixing, mastering, studio time for all the independent artists out there that want that professional sound. We done recorded everybody, man. Gucci Man, the TLC, to, you know what I mean, everybody in between. So, you know what I mean? Holla at your boy. It's going down.
Now, I mean, Country Rap Tunes Radio, man. What's
Oh,
going on
man.
with that, though?
Man, y'all better download the app ASAP. Go to your the App Store and your Google Play Store. Type in Country Rap Tunes Radio. Download it. It's for free, so I don't want no excuses. Download the app. You can listen to all of your favorite country rap tunes from UGK, Ghetto Boys, Outkast, 3-6 Mafia, Goody Mob, Paul Slim, Chameleon. Now, all your favorites, man. That's all we play all day, every day, 24/7. And, you know, that's what it is, man. We do it for the culture.
Now, Cory Mo, man.
Yeah.
On the production side of things, though, you been putting in work.
All day, every day.
What the hell's going on?
Man, I just dropped a song on TLC's new album called Scandalous. That was very dope to work with Chili and T-Bars on that.
Crazy.
I can't believe I worked with them ladies, man. So that was real dope. But as far as the stuff I got coming up next that's not out yet, I got a record on Killer Mike new album that he working on.
Ooh.
That's gonna be funky fresh.
Yeah.
I got a song on Big Crit new album. I can't even tell you who featured on that, but that's gonna be funky fresh too. I got one on Bun B new album. That one extra funky fresh. You know, man, I'm just working, bro. Scotty ATL. I got some records on his mixtape, Trap Say Amen. Shout out to Twan. Shout out to everybody at the Cool Club, man. Them boys show too much love.
Yeah. Scotty, what up, though?
Got some stuff on Rah Rah. A little bit of everybody, man. You know, I'm just out here working, just trying to get it on how it go. I've been working with Jazzy Faye. I cooked up a nice record with him last night that was super funky fresh. Been in the lab with B Cox. I've been in the lab with Drummer Boy. Oh, wait a minute. I got one on 8 Ball MJG new album.
Oh!
Man, I went over to Drummer Boy studio, boy, and Ball and G was up in there.
Oh, my God.
Classic.
Wait a minute,
session.
now you got to break that one down because see, Ball and G,
Ball
they are
and
similar
G.
to UGK and
Very,
Outkast.
very.
That's rare L right there, sir.
Yeah.
What was going on when Ball and G said it was time?
Man, look, I went over there. Ball lit up that thing. I popped open the laptop and started playing them bangers.
Whew.
And them boys just got to picking them things. Next thing I knew, Ball sent me a little old video of him rapping over the beat. And Drummer Boy hit me with the thumbs up. And she said it was really going down in the South.
That's crazy.
So I finally got me an 8 Ball MJG record, bro. I've been waiting on one of them for so long.
Yeah.
So that's who I've never worked with. It's Ball and G. You know what I'm saying? I work with Ball separately, like on the Scream record, but never a 8 Ball MJG song. So
exactly.
It's going down.
I can definitely dig that. Lastly, Cory, how can folks get in contact with you and anything else you need to get off your chest, my dog?
Well, you can go Cory Mo Music, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, CoryMo Music, MadStudiosATL.com, CountryRapTunes.com. Holla at my boy Aaron McLaren. We got Hayes in here. Shout out to DGB. I just started a company called Creative Minds, and I'm signing producers and songwriters. Yeah. So I'm looking for the best of the best. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much next on the agenda. And I also have a clothing line called Just Saying Clothing. So you can go to justsayingclothing.com as well, and you can purchase T-shirts and all kind of merch, Country Rap Tunes merch, whatever it is. You know, just holler at your boy.
I can dig it.
We in there.
My dog.
Tabernacle.
Already appreciate you coming through this thing, man. Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio, shout it. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.
Play that in the South, man. Play that in the South.